We are awakening together. This is our weekly gathering we hold online. For more information, visit our website, awakening-together.org. We'd love to see you there.
So welcome, everybody. It's so good to be here with you all. This is my first homily, and I'm just so grateful for your presence. And the first thing I'm going to do is put myself on gallery so I can see all of you rather than me. I get to see her all the time. And yeah, thank you all for joining us on this Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone who has birthed bodies and to all of us, as we are all mothers of creations. There is incredible gratitude for today's topic that arose to share, and it is Rest in Radiance. And the subtitle for that is, Thank God we're already enough, and nothing needs to be different in order to know what we are, which is glorious. It's a long title, so I can just shorten it to Rest in Radiance. And while we begin that rest, we can greet one another on the chat while Marisol plays our beautiful Awakening Together song. Thanks, Marisol. Oh, I love that song. So first, I'm going to share our statement of purpose. We are an assembly of equals, joined in common purpose, awakening to one true self. Within an appearance of many faiths, many cultures, and many symbols, we seek to discern one true self and to rest in its embrace. See, I slightly messed that up. I'll read it again. We seek to discern one truth and to rest in its embrace. The core value I chose is core value number 3. We accept one true self, which is one presence or being, non-dual, without beginning or end, and absolutely changeless. We live this value by practicing letting go of the belief in the individual self as who we are. And next, we'll have a few announcements. So I'll turn the mic over to Cindy. I think it's back to me. Let me know if not. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so yeah, all of that sounds amazing. I'm excited about the last program Michelle was mentioning as well. So let's introduce the first piece of music. And I say piece of music because it doesn't have any lyrics, but in it, just to set the scene that in so many ways, as we know, the sages point us to what is primary or original, toward being, toward quietly noticing the deepest silence beyond the silence, and that we are so held if we decide to make this choice, and there's no guilt either way. So as we just rest in our radiance now, right now, in the foreverness of now, not tomorrow, though then too, and not even in the next moment, though then too, but right now, because our true self remains as divine spirit, as radiance, exactly as we were created, whole, perfect, and complete as spirit, that we never left heaven. And I don't know about you, but radiance's infinite, everlasting peace and joy sounds pretty good, and it feels even better. So this piece of music that Marisol is about to play is intended to support noticing our natural state, the one true self. Enjoy with eyes open or closed. Thanks, Marisol. Let's pray. Dear God, be the in charge. Today, right now, may we feel, may we experience what is true, your radiance, our radiance, through anything that seems to be in our mind that doesn't reflect the pure and perfect radiance of our being. Help us gently remember it is our choice whether to lift our recognition into a direct experience of our radiant holiness and to be excited about this. Support us to remember to soften, to gently rest ever so deeply, yet ever so alertly when we notice a contraction, so that we cannot miss the light. May we be so awake, so vibrantly alive to this radiance, that we realize we are worthy to recognize it as ourself, and that nothing needs to be different than it is right now. In this realization, may we gently see that all that seems to arise within, or that seems to be happening in a world that doesn't seem to reflect this radiance, is actually being brought to us by our infinitely powerful intention for awakening to our radiance and our eternal communion with you. Please and thank you for bringing into conscious awareness any remaining cobwebs of misperception, any distortions of light, to support our full recognition of our radiant nature as you created us, and that we are worthy in every moment to rest within and see what is real. May we choose moment by moment the best of the best medicine, noticing what we have always been. Thank you for everything, for ourselves, for each other, for a world that is being retranslated for a divine purpose. Thank you for never ceasing to remind us that we have asked for this revealment, and that we are worthy to marvel and wonder at what is revealed, so that it is gently returned, restored to radiance, that we may remember to not believe thoughts that carry the vibration of beating ourselves up or lamenting or feeling guilty at whatever arises, because it must be seen to be dissolved. Thank you for unceasingly reminding us of what we are. In every instant, may we choose to ride the up escalator above the battlefield into the quiet radiance. And Lin is our reader today. Thank you, Lin. She will be reading passages from A Course in Miracles and a message scribed by Dr. Andy Schraegle. It's all you, Lin.
Thank you so much. This is such a beautiful passage from the Course in Miracle text and Andy's. Beyond the body, beyond the sun and stars, past everything you see, and yet somehow familiar, is an arc of golden light that stretches as you look into a great and shining circle. And all the circle fills with light before your eyes. The edges of the circle disappear, and what is in it is no longer contained at all. The light expands and covers everything, extending to infinity, forever shining, and with no break or limit anywhere. Within it, everything is joined in perfect continuity. Nor is it possible to imagine that anything could be outside, for there is nowhere that this light is not. This is the vision of the Son of God, whom you know well. Here is the sight of him who knows his Father. Here is the memory of what you are, a part of this, with all of it within. and joined to all as surely as all is joined in you. Accept the vision that you can show, accept the vision that can show you this, and not the body. You know the ancient song and know it well. Nothing will ever be as dear to you as is this ancient hymn of love the Son of God sings to his Father still. Everything God created is like him. When a mind has only light, it knows only light. Its own radiance shines all around it and extends out into the darkness of other minds, transforming them into majesty. The majesty of God is there for you to recognize and appreciate and know. Recognizing the majesty of God as your brother is to accept your own inheritance. God gives only equally. If you recognize his gift in anyone, you have acknowledged what he has given you. Nothing is so easy to recognize as truth. This is the recognition that is immediate, clear, and natural. You have trained yourself not to recognize it, and this has been very difficult for you. Communion, not prayer, is the natural state of those who know. God and his miracle are inseparable. How beautiful indeed are the thoughts of God who live in his light. Your worth is beyond perception because it is beyond doubt. Do not perceive yourself in different lights. Know yourself in the one light where the miracle that is you is perfectly clear. There is but one. The little breath of eternity that runs through time like golden light is all the same. Nothing before it, nothing afterwards. Your self-fullness is as boundless as God's. Like his, it extends forever and in perfect peace. This radiance is so intense that it creates imperfect joy, and only the whole can be born of its wholeness. Be confident that you have never lost your identity and the extensions which maintain it in wholeness and peace. Spirit recognizes its radiance and gladly sheds its light everywhere. To heal is to make happy. The light that belongs to you is the light of joy. You are the kingdom of heaven. The Holy Spirit is the radiance that you must let banish the idea of darkness. This is the miracle of creation, that it is one forever. Every miracle you offer to the Son of God is but the true perception of one aspect of the whole. Though every aspect is the whole, you cannot know this until you see that every aspect is the same, perceived in the same light, and therefore one. I have saved all your kindnesses and every loving thought you ever had. I have purified them of the errors that hid their light and kept them for you in their own perfect radiance. Blessed is the Son of God, whose radiance is of his Father, and whose glory he wills to share as his Father shares it with him. There is no condemnation in the Son, for there is no condemnation in the Father. Sharing the perfect love of the Father, the Son must share what belongs to him, for otherwise he will not know the Father or the Son. Peace be unto you who rest in God and in whom the sonship rests. He sees God's guiltless Son within you, shining in perfect radiance that is undimmed by your dreams. And this you will see as you look with him, for his vision is his gift of love to you, given him of the Father for you. Your worth is not established by teaching or learning. Your worth is established by God. A miracle of seeing only the radiance, the Christ, the worthiness in another and in yourself is a service. It is the maximal service you can render to another. It is a way of loving your neighbor as yourself. You recognize your own and your neighbor's worth simultaneously. I have emphasized the miracle, or the expression of atonement, is always a sign of respect from the worthy to the worthy. The recognition of this worth is reestablished by the atonement. As long as you recognize only the need for the remedy, you will remain fearful. However, as soon as you accept the remedy, seeing the Father and all are one, you have abolished fear. This is how true healing occurs. The Son of God believes that he is lost in guilt, alone in a dark world where pain is pressing everywhere upon him from without. When he has looked within and seen the radiance there, he will remember how much his Father loves him, and it will seem incredible that he ever thought his Father loved him not and looked upon him as condemned. Alone we are all lowly, but together we shine with a brightness so intense that none of us alone could ever even think of it. Before the glorious radiance of the kingdom, guilt melts away, and transformed into kindness will never more be what it was. Each aspect of himself is framed in holiness and perfect purity, in love, celestial and so complete, it wishes only that it may release all that it looks upon onto itself. Its radiance shines through each body that it looks upon and brushes all its darkness into light merely by looking past it to the light. The veil is lifted through its gentleness, and nothing hides the face of Christ from its beholders. You and your brothers stand before him now to let him draw aside the veil that seems to keep you separate and apart. The holiness of all the spots on earth is where the ancient hatred has become a present love, and they come quickly to the living temple, where a home for them has been set up. There is no place in heaven holier, and they have come to dwell within the temple offered them, to be their resting place as well as yours. What hatred has released to love becomes the brightest light in heaven's radiance, and all the lights in heaven brighter grow in gratitude for what has been restored. The holy instant's radiance will light your eyes and give them sight to see beyond all suffering and see Christ's face instead. Healing replaces suffering. Here is the golden circle where you recognize the Son of God. There is no sickness not already healed, no lack unsatisfied, no need unmet within this golden treasury of Christ. Here does the world remember what was lost when it was made, for here it is repaired, made new again, but in a different light. What was to be the home of sin becomes the center of redemption and the hearth of mercy, where the suffering are healed and welcome. No one will be turned away from this new home where his salvation waits. No one is a stranger to him. No one asks for anything of him except the gift of his acceptance of his welcoming. And now we'll have the message Andy scribed. For we have said many times to you and others, the only thing the Son of God must relinquish is his belief in not being enough. Now, the decision to fix or improve that which is unalterably pristine and perfect. For God is love, and therefore so am I. Therefore I call you into freedom now, and I call you into giving yourself the love that you are. And here is the deeper truth of these lessons. They call you into a deeper experience of being the fabric of divinity itself, or being the living water of love now. For what I am being shown is how I am love. I am innocent, and I am whole. I then offer this gift to all I see because love is infectious. Love simultaneously embraces and enfolds. Nothing is outside the reach of the grace of God, as all things in truth are fundamentally the extensions of the Creator. Thus, all things are blessed in the unquantifiable mercy of divinity, of radiance. And you, dear one, are divine. You are merciful. You are created in the likeness of the Creator. Let this truth permeate your beingness. For we have said this many times, but let this clarion call reverberate through you in this now. I and the Father are one. There is no separation with you and the Creator. All things are here to embrace you, to enfold you in the grace of heaven, the flower blanketing you with gentleness, the ground supporting you. It is now time to step into mastery. You are a master of your choosing. You are divine radiance, with your choice always being reflected now. It matters not in the divine plan, as all seeming fractals of the Creator are whole, complete, and infinitely innocent always. As always, we remind you that you must choose it for yourself first. Always and in all ways, until all things are remembered, as the gentle perturbation divinity. We are here with you always, blanketing in you in love. Remember your power to choose, dear one. Remember God is love, and therefore so am I. Remember who you are, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. That was beautifully, beautifully read and such a meditation. Thank you. So, what do I want? And God says, I'm radiance now. And how this is reflected to me constantly. I'm witnessing the radiance in all of you. I can feel the vibrations, just that radiant essence. And I just want to take a breath because I can see that the mind is here also. It's not sending a lot of thoughts, but I can tell that it's like cramming for an exam and wanting to say the right thing. So it's like just resting in this radiance that I will be carried through this homily, that we're all carried on this Mother's Day and in every moment. And I must choose it for myself now. I've never been anything except radiance. And as I rest in this, just rest in this radiance and receive it, I can't go wrong, so to speak. Just starting with the truth and how vital that is. And that is just the headline news of the New York Times in my mind, is just rest in this radiance, to empty the cup, which I'm doing, as I'm even sharing here, the one that wants to give the perfect homily or have beings just being overwhelmed with the joy of this radiance. I'm not in charge of any of that. It's just empty my cup and let it be filled. The self-fullness that has always been the one truth. And so my adventure, if I choose to undertake it, is just to empty the cup of any false beliefs and hidden desires in the form of feeling experiences. I can't feel anything that isn't already somewhere in the mind. And so that emptying to be filled up, what is believed about myself. Another is simply the reflection, as we all know, of what I believe, of what I be and live, or be and lie. As we know, the word believe has the word lie in it. It also has the word live in it. If you take out the E, between the, the I and the V. And just to breathe this in every moment, and the mind wants to be exciting or wants to be radiant or whatever it is. And it's just like, you're already that. Just relax and rest in the peace of God. You can't mess it up ever. I can block it. I can contract. I can go, in some, then quickly turning around and going, oh, something doesn't feel safe. Something feels like I'm threatened in some way. I'm not valuable, or whatever that is. I had an experience the other day where it came in big time, like this feeling of hurt. And it was like, oh my gosh. And I felt like it got projected. And then I reeled it back in because I knew, I'm like, this is nuts. And just to sit with the radiance, visit the truth. If I need to take a picnic basket and just go and have a picnic with radiance first, that I am the master of choice here right now in this moment. I just felt the amplification of the vibration right now. And as we know, beliefs are just thoughts we keep thinking or just keep believing. To retain that separation state, that I could somehow not be enough, not be worthy of the love that I already am, the holiness, and knowing my brother is my savior because he, she, it doesn't, whatever, it can be an experience, it can be something like money, it's showing me what I'm putting my faith in. I'm witnessing like what's beneath that. Oh, is there a fear of lack? So there must be some desire to experience lack. Whoa, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And I'm instructed by Jesus, marvel at that. That's a hack, an ego hack. If I see terror, oh my gosh, I'm terrified. The experience, wants to say, I am, fill in the blank, terrified. What is that? What is that? I want to go get my picnic basket again and go sit with radiance without any expectation of what the answer is going to be. Like even this experience of doing a homily, and a certain amount of preparation is helpful. But also like I have no idea what's going to come out. I just don't. But to welcome the truth first. I'm seeing like a more emoji of like a flame, that fire of God that doesn't burn, what the burning bush that Moses saw, that didn't consume the bush. The I am that, I am that. And anything else is that I'm wrong about what I am. And that's such good news. Wow, I'm so wrong. I'm going to marvel and wonder rather than lament and be hard on myself because I've asked for this moment. To remember. And the other day I was like, oh, I saw this lamenting of what if I had remembered as a child or really to laugh when the separation first occurred. Obviously it just occurred an instant ago, and it was ended the moment it began. But of course, it seems like I'm living in the comet's tail. But to laugh at that, and if there's only now, I can make that choice now, right now, to not trust that the separation experience, that a contraction is a true expression of this radiance. But if it is, then I just forgive myself. Oh, I'm seeing something else I want to see. This is so great. And that truly all has been arranged and is being arranged by the divine to support that desire. And the divine has been working with me with desire desire is what created the radiance. So there's no sin in desire. It's just getting to the core. What do you really want? What do you really want? And just this vibration and this love, that's what I want. And it's what I am. And it's so intense. And it's true for all of us. I know it. Everything else is just a call for love. The contraction is the call for love. And this is no fake radiance, it's like, oh my God, it's quiet and overwhelming at the same time, like overwhelming of the bodily, the denser form. This radiant light has come together in all these different forms, and I can feel the vibrations and just like tenderly trembling. And I'm going to read something because, sometimes you don't know things are being arranged for us. And this morning I opened up the book Autobiography of a Yogi, and it's a great one if you enjoy reading and haven't read this one. But in it, he wants to find his guru, his dispeller of darkness, guru. And we all know that the true guru is within, but symbols in the world can be so helpful. And he has found his guru, but he wants to take a trip. And so I'm going to read what he says because he says it so beautifully. He wants to take a trip, but but something happens that stops that. And he says, getting up from my blanket seat, I stagger suddenly with nausea and a ghastly churning sensation in my stomach. The stabbing pain was so intense that I felt like I had been abruptly hurled into some violent hell. Groping blindly toward my guru, I collapsed before him, exhibiting all the symptoms of the dreaded Asiatic cholera. Sri Yukteswar and Kanai carried me to the sitting room. I cried in agony, Master, I surrender my life to you, for I believed it was indeed fast ebbing from the shores of my body. Sri Yukteswar put my head in his lap, stroking my forehead with angelic tenderness. You see now what would have happened if you were at the station with your friends, he said. I had to look after you in this strange way because you chose to doubt my judgment about taking the trip at this particular time. I understood at last. As great masters seldom see fit to display their powers openly, a casual observer of the day's events would have considered them quite natural. My guru's intervention had been too subtle to be detected. He had inconspicuously worked his will through Benhari and my uncle and Rajendra and the others. Probably everyone but me had thought the situations logical and normal. As Sri Yukteswar never failed to observe his social obligations, he instructed Kanai to summon a physician and to notify my uncle. Master, I protested, only you can heal me. I am too far gone for any doctor. Child, you are protected by the divine mercy. Don't worry about the doctor. He will not find you in this state. You are already healed. And I love that story because it's like I never know why anything happens. That was like, that's a mantra for me. I don't know why. I don't know. I have no idea why anything is happening. Just like Jesus said in the Bible with the blind man, and someone said, oh, the sins of the father. And he's like, no, this isn't because his parents have sinned or because he has sinned. You know, that's not it, folks. I'm just restoring you to your fullness in this moment from a false state of separation, and that we're all worthy. And the woman who grabbed Jesus's garment as he's walking through the crowd, and she could barely get to him, and he said something like, I felt power go out of me. And he assures them it wasn't him who healed her, it was her faith, her trust that it was possible. It's just a mind, like a filter over my mind that thinks anything is not radiant, is not as it should be. I'm waiting for the words, and the cause and effect are instant, not linear. There's a wonderful document called The Script is Written that came through Brent Haskell, if that resonates for anyone to read it. Jesus describes that gorgeously. And that the truth of me is already always focused on God in that tractor beam of love. There's just like a wisp of awareness that isn't aligned. And I can tell that. And it's so natural to just say to myself, radiate. And it's like, oh my God, it's right there. Like, I don't have to think about it. It's just like, boom. It's like a divine command to myself. And when don't I? And to forgive myself instantly for that. Doesn't matter how long it's only been an instant since the separation occurred. The biggest thing is self-forgiveness, accepting the atonement for myself and the chain of atonement. I was talking with a friend yesterday, and she's having incredible experiences of like ancestry, and just, it's like overwhelming. And it's like she's being opened. She used a phrase like, can't remember the phrase now. It was beautiful though. But it's just like love comes rushing in. Just emptying my cup. Now, what am I? What am I? What am I? Yeah. And if it's not radiant, I am not that. Show me what I am. And Jesus says in a chorus, enlightenment is but a recognition, not a change at all. I needn't fear false evidence, fear of false evidence appearing real. I needn't fear the false beliefs. I needn't fear their appearance. They're arising from the subconscious and the deep mind that protect that egoic nugget that says I'm not safe, or that want the juice of the false beliefs. If that's what I want, I am more than welcome to continue to believe it. It doesn't change the fact of the truth of what I am, what all life is. I can choose again or not. I'm still a fractal of divine love. Spirit said to us, rest is resting into your divine spark, the spark of the eternal. I am what I am. And now all is being revealed and retranslated. And marveling and wondering at it. And that divine selfishness to not accept unforgiveness, to only apply forgiveness. Never, never tolerate a perception of myself or my brother that isn't the truth. Namaste. I see only the light in you. The same light in me. All right. So I feel like, yeah, that's enough. I want to rest in the radiant field with you all. So I think we'll go and play the song. And Marisol will play for us. Thank you so much. Thank you. I forgot to mention two things. First, I want to bask in the living like that radiance. One is that was our offering song, and Awakening Together is an incredible assembly, as we know, that supports us all in such beautiful ways, each on our own path. And if you feel to donate, please do. And there's probably a link being posted in the chat to do that, or go to the website. And also the last line of the song I meant to mention, and it's perfect. Like if that view that Jesus died for our sins, that's great. The way I hear it is that he showed us that death is an illusion, so we could live like that it wasn't the truth, and how easily matter can be manipulated when we are the radiance, that it created all of this and so much more that we are rebirthing ourselves into. So this clarion call again, that I and the Father are one, and to rest in the radiance of that. And I will close with a poem here and then open it up for questions or comments. Not questions, probably you guys, I don't know, this crew, it's already so clear. No need to chase light. You are made of it. No need to find love. You are, excuse me, you are what it feels like when being remembers itself. Come, let's fall into what was never missing. And that was from Issa Salman. She's a dyad facilitator. It's beautiful. She gave me permission to share that. So thank you all. Would anyone like to comment? Jill, please.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It brings tears to my eyes because it just helps me to remember who I am and this radiance that you speak of. It's just so beautiful. And one thing that you said that I just ended up jotting down, and there's no guilt for when I do tolerate, but never tolerate perception that isn't true, and just knowing that I can rest in that immaculate field. It's just so beautiful. Just reminding that comforter is here. And I had like this little vision of like the mental health hotlines 24/7, because I work in the mental health field. Like you can call and, talk to somebody if you're struggling. And this thought of this comforter and this radiance that is here 24/7 available. And thank you. I just want to thank you for Lynn, your beautiful voice, bringing through Andy's message. And then, gosh, just basking in and helping me to remember who I truly am. So thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, made me marvel and wonder at guilt, at fear, just like, oh my gosh, there's that thing again. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, Jill. Yeah, the hotline that says starts with "You are whole, perfect, and complete. How may I help you?" No matter what you're feeling. Yeah. Seeing everyone's beautiful comments. It's radiating right back. This wholeness. See with the eyes of a child what we really are. Oh, so if there aren't any, we have another song. We'll play that and then see if anyone has some thoughts. Marisol, will you please play the third song? Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. So everybody want to give themselves a big hug, either in your mind or wrap your arms around, bringing the whole world into it. And radiate. And we still have about 6 minutes left. Lynn, please.
Okay, I think I have the mic now. I just wanted to go back to a couple of things in the reading from the Course in Miracle text, because it's just so beautiful. It says, your worth is not established by teaching or learning. Your worth is established by God. And when the Son of God has looked within and seen the radiance there, he will remember how much his Father loves him. And I just felt like this whole homily, your first homily, which was beautiful, is all about that radiance and love that you project and that we all feel. So thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Yeah. Yeah, it was so fun to search for the word radiance in A Course in Miracles and how much came up. And in so many teachings, we are this vibrating radiance. And before that, we're this supreme stillness and silence. Jill, please.
Oh my gosh. So I don't know how this works, but as I was listening to that song, I'm jotting down, how you hear thoughts and um, I'm already enough. I need everything I need is within. And then I heard, I don't have to establish my worth. My worth is already established in God. And then Lynn comes and gives me the same message. It's just, and your entire homily was that message. So thank you so much for delivering the message that I really needed to hear. Thank you.
Thank you. That is so great. Yeah. I was like, those readings were over the top with the word radiance. And I was like, it's so good. We might think we just need to hear it 3 times or 7 times, but maybe just infinitely, just write 100 times today somewhere all over the world. Radiance, radiance, radiance. I have this golden circle of fabric that I've got some paper hearts that I'm going to pin, just whatever feels either like it needs to be put in the radiance, self-judgment or anything. And also everything's already in the radiance, but just however it spirit speaks to me through what should I put into the golden light that might need a little extra attention. remembrance. I'm really big, as folks who know me, on things I can see and positive messages. Yeah. Thank you for trusting however this radiance, whatever you need to ignite this memory of your holiness. Yeah. Again, let this clarion call reverberate through us now. I and the Father are one, and to give it to ourselves first, or to open. Another phrase came in yesterday during a dyad: stay vast. And I was like, that would be a great shirt, a great bumper sticker. Stay vast. And then just let it come in. It's amazing. And any other final thoughts? Tina, please.
I don't really know. I don't have words for what I want to say. So it's hard. I just feel like, I'm glowing inside for you. It was so beautiful. And it's not like this is just one and done with you, Joy. I feel this with you all the time. That's, it's consistent. It's consistent. The spark is consistent within. And I love that. And no matter how dark, this imagination can take me in different directions. I love the fact that you've always been consistent and have reminded me that we're not, like the only thing that's real is that we're never been separate. Like there's no other thing that's really happening, right? It's just, I don't know how to say it. It's just like I can feel the connectedness, and it's just incredible. And you've always portrayed that, and I want to thank you for that. Being solid in that belief has helped me so much. But I think I'm finally something's peeling off my eyeballs, and I'm not sure, because every time I say I think I might, no, then it goes away. So I don't want to say that. but I feel your love, and you're awesome. That's all.
Right back to you. And yeah, I'm still getting peeled. So you can all go get those face masks and peel them off. Have a fun experience. Oh, so thank you guys so much for at the bottom of the hour. And we'll be moving into fellowship. I'll turn it back over to Marisol. Thank you. Love you guys.
You've been watching our online gathering. It happens weekly on Sundays at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time. To join us live in the sanctuary, visit our website, awakening-together.org. You'll want to click on Online Sanctuary in the main menu, and then in the drop-down menu, look for How to Enter the Sanctuary. Right there at the top of the page is a clickable link. We'd love to see you in the sanctuary and join with you in fellowship. Thank you again for watching. Also, please know that if you'd like to stay connected via the Awakening Together channel here on YouTube, you can subscribe and hit the bell for more notifications. We hope to see you in the sanctuary.